Don't I have the cheesiest smile ever when I try to smile, Tiffany? Yes, I know that's what you're laughing about.
No, I'm laughing at myself because I was thinking my smile was cheesy too.
Hey everybody, it's Christopher Hussey from ntwrkr, and if you've ever seen me on camera, you know this is not the normal thing. My family and I tonight, we are actually in Panama City, Florida, Panama City Beach. Literally, follow my finger right there. I mean, I could throw a rock into the Gulf of Mexico right now. We are literally right on the beach. We came to visit my parents over here in Florida. They live on the beach, and we just decided to do ntwrkr Live from the couch of this very interesting condo that we got last minute. So, Tiffaney Malott, how are you?
I am doing great, Christopher. Thank you for asking.
Oh, you are, everyone, this is the amazing, the incomparable, the queen of network marketing, Miss Tiffaney Malott. She is, she's getting ready to travel. You're going somewhere this weekend, right? Tell us a little bit.
Well, I get a chance to go to the GoPro Women's event put on by Eric Worre and Marina Worre, and this is the second one, and I'm happy to say it's the second one that I get a chance to attend. So flying out tomorrow to take some notes, absorb the information, and be trained by the most phenomenal women in network marketing. So I'll be there, and then from there I get a chance to go to my niece's college graduation in Tallahassee, Florida. So busy weekend, but a lot of great stuff happening. I'm very excited.
Well, it sounds like you are going to have not only a fun, but not only a fun weekend, but also a family weekend. So it sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Tell me something. Is it me, or are women really the backbone, the centerpiece? Strong women leaders like you. Is that not really what our industry is all about?
Wow. I thought this was going to be easy. I didn't know it was going to be a loaded question. Let me just say this. When it comes to direct sales, I personally believe the entire profession is women, and strong women at every level. They're not all like me, they're not all like me, but they're strong in their own right because they are doing something more than the status quo. When it comes to direct sales and network marketing, I really do believe that people don't understand that women are still the backbone of network marketing as well. But network marketing has kind of seemed like a man's world. And I do believe that women have done incredible things. But I do believe that women have kind of lost their way in network marketing and have felt that they are more comfortable in direct sales. But I'm excited to say that companies like my own, companies out there are realizing that if a woman can raise a family, have a spouse, work a career, and then decide to build a business, it doesn't matter whether it's a party plan or a binary or a triple dipple step up or whatever, they're going to get in there to change their lives. Their mission is more than money. And so I do believe that women are the backbone of this profession. And I also believe it's because women are the backbone of the world, but that'll be another conversation.
We might have to schedule another hangout to talk about that.
That one might scare people, so we'll just stick to this one right here.
Now, all right, so you have a ton going on. Like our conversations over the last week or so, you have a lot going on, and hopefully we'll get the opportunity to at least touch on all of that tonight. There's a lot of people watching right now that know who you are, know about you and your success and your family, but there's at least one person on here who doesn't know your name. So give us the short story. Tell us who you are, Tiffaney.
Well, Tiffaney Malott is an ex-jelly maker that stumbled into network marketing and really thought she didn't want to be here. I grew up with a very low opinion of what I do for a living today. I was not looking for a business. I was not looking to be an entrepreneur. I was looking to climb a corporate ladder. My father's passing and some serious conversations before he died led me to look for something better than what I was doing, which was working 60 hours a week on third shift in a jelly factory. And I wasn't, like I said, my idea of earning extra money. To do that, you signed up for overtime, and then you signed up for double overtime. You did not start a business. And it was by chance that I met a gentleman who had his own business. The irony is I'm a business major. I went to college for business, but in college, they didn't teach me to start my own business. They taught me to run someone else's. And when he said he had his own business, I was excited, I was intrigued, and I asked for information. And long story short, 16 years ago, after 6 weeks of hemming and hawing and going back and forth, I decided you've got to do something different to get something different. And I joined a company in this profession, and it completely changed my life. It changed the course of my life, and it changed my mission for my life. So that's me. 16 years ago, a very reluctant networker, but a very happy one right now.
I got to tell you, I really love that story. And I love that story from a number of different perspectives, but I have a question / point I want you to draw out, because I think I think you feel this way as well. I know people need to hear this. You are a college educated, strong, grown leader woman, and you chose network marketing. What would you say to those people who are watching who are like, I can't talk to college educated people, I can't talk to successful people? Just help me out there.
Well, I think those are the people you should be talking to, because I will say that for too long, people have thought that network marketing was for people with no education, people with low integrity or no work ethic, when really it's the exact opposite. Network marketing was made for busy, intelligent people. Now, your degree doesn't mean you're intelligent, but it does mean you were striving for something more. And the more educated a person is, does not mean the worse they're going to be in network marketing, which I've heard for so many years, because I believe network marketing is the best business model in the world, hands down. And a smart person who wants to use their head and not just their hands would want a model like this one, that they could use all the skills that they got in their degree, in their careers, in their climb up any corporate ladder. They would want to use those skills and get paid the maximum in doing it. And that's what network marketing does. And this economy today has completely changed the way a lot of professional people think. There are so many people graduated from college who can't get a job. So many people who have graduated from college and have lost jobs, laid off, downsides, upsides, right sides, downsides. It has been a mess. And then there are a lot of people who are college graduates and have had to change careers over and over and keep reinventing themselves. And they don't know who they are because they haven't found a vehicle that allows them to succeed being them. So I believe in this economy, with all of the things going, with companies closing, social entrepreneurship happening on the rise, climbing like crazy, a new respect for entrepreneurship, and the economy with real estate the way it was and things that are happening in our world today, I believe college graduates are the ones we should be looking for. Entrepreneurs, business owners, college educated people, professional people, because I believe in this time, they're the ones who realize this is the way to have everything.
Oh man, I'm so glad you said that. I really am. I think the people who are listening, plus everyone else in the profession who's looking at network marketing right now, they need to hear that. And they need to hear it from people like me. I mean, I'm not gonna, reach over there and pat you on the back any more than I already have. But I mean, you're making millions of dollars, and that's not an exaggeration. Millions, almost 7 million over the last few years. Give us some insight there.
Some insight in making some money. Well, I will just say that I personally don't believe the money, it really is about the money. And let me just preface that with, I always thought whenever I got money, I would never say that, because I would say it's always about the money. That's what I've always thought. But really, I believe money is just a quantitative measure of who you've become and the number of people you've helped. So we're very blessed that our income represents how much we've grown and how many people we've been able to help do the exact same thing. And so that's the insight. Work on yourself. And the way you work on yourself is you stretch yourself. You step outside of your comfort zone. You talk to people who may want the opportunity, not people you think need the opportunity. And going back to what we were talking about on who you should talk to, the beauty of network marketing is that it is everybody's opportunity. It is John Malott's opportunity, who was a high school dropout and had a gang background and drug addictions, but it is also Tiffaney Malott, who grew up and did nothing wrong because she feared her mother so much, and she went to college and did everything she was supposed to do, and we supposed to do, and we still found ourselves in the exact same profession. And network marketing, that means network marketing has something for everyone, and anybody can succeed here. So I think we have to stop in this profession acting like this is the I don't want to say delinquent, but the person who's kind of had a hard life. It's not just their opportunity anymore. It's just not for them. And it wasn't only just for them, it was for all of us. But now, because of timing and circumstances, a lot of people who realize a piece of paper is just that, a piece of paper, it's everybody's world now. And I think we should stop being afraid to talk to them. So my insight is work on you so you can share this with everyone, and those who come, you can develop them as you develop yourself, and the sky's the limit. And that's the best part of where I am today. Working in corporate America, my goal literally was to work 20 years for one company and hopefully earn somewhere between $100,000 and $250,000 a year. I reached my six-figure goal in my first 3 years in network marketing. There's no way after 16 years in corporate America would I be earning what I earn today passively, part-time from home. So that no one's going to tell me that there's anything wrong with this profession. What's wrong is with the people looking at it and how we may sometimes do it. And that's easily remedied when we work on ourselves.
Oh, I got to spend more time around you. I got to do it. I got to do it. Wherever you're going, I'm going. There it is. All right. Tiffany, I'm super grateful for you. I didn't exactly know how this cover was going to come out. I don't ever know. Right? We have graphics people, we have editors, we have all those people in the magazine. I love this cover. I love it.
Which one are you talking about? So I haven't seen both of them, but I really like the one that you showed me.
So we're gonna debut right now. So let me switch over to me here. Let me get me on here. All right. So guys, if you're watching this with Tiffany and I tonight, you probably know about Networker magazine. That's a little bit about why I'm here. So we're going to debut Tiffany's cover and her article. Let's just do the cover first. And Tiffany, I showed you the article cover. We're going to use that. We're going to use that same slice as the regular cover because I loved it so much. It's the color, I'm telling you, the expression on your face and it's amazing. It's really, really cool. So here, let me show you. Let me check it. Oh yeah, we're ready. Okay. All right, let me do a little screen share action here. All right, let me know when you see this.
Oh, there it is. I see it. Christopher, I see it.
Is that not oh my goodness. That is beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful.
I like it.
I have to ask you before we get into the actual article itself, guys. This is Networker magazine. This is our 4th issue. This is April 2015, and we are starting with Miss Tiffaney Malott. She's not only on the cover, but she has written for us an amazing article. And I'm going to switch back here, Tiffany. Let me switch back. I'm going to switch back. And you wrote this article, the article that's coming up. It has to do with something else that you have coming up. So before we get into the article, tell me about those bags on the front of in the background of that picture. Why are there bags back there?
Well, actually, that's baggage, and that is my new theme for life and for other people that I'm working with is that you've got to check your baggage if you want to really go on your flight to success. And those bags represent the baggage that I've checked and left behind so I can go to another level, but also be equipped to take other people to another level as well.
When you told me that story, I'm listening to that story. We're talking about some things that are coming up. And I'm listening to that story, and it is such a great, I'm going to use a word. I'm going to use a specific word. It's such a great parable. It is such a great parable. Everybody needs to hear this story. And let's do the article, and then we'll come back to the story. Let me share some more. Scroll through the article, show people what we got going on. Let me know when it's up there so we got it.
I see it.
All right. So So guys, Networker Magazine, digital magazine. This is the incomparable, the beautiful, the passionate, the incredible leader, Miss Tiffaney Malott, on the cover. And the only article inside right now is check your baggage at the door with Tiffaney Malott. And when you were telling me this story, Tiffaney, I mean, such a great story. What Tiffaney does is she walks us through how to decide. Well, Tiffaney, I'm gonna let you tell us just a little piece how you sit the bags down and where you go after that. As I kind of just slowly just flip through here, just give us a little taste of what this is.
Okay, well, I'm looking at it. I love that graphic. I love the graphics. Great job. I love how you guys did, Tiffaney. Just so you guys know, I was I love that. I was managing editor for my high school yearbook, and I was editor of my high school newspaper and college newspaper. So layout and design really means a lot to me, and good copy and stuff means a lot to me. And so I think this looks amazing. It's got an incredible look, and it's not just a typical digital magazine, that's for sure. Yeah, that's awesome. Kudos to you guys at Networker Mag. Nice.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I like it. It looks really, really good. Really good. Oh, you got my fat picture. You guys didn't Photoshop. I lost some weight since there. You're supposed to slim me down.
All right, we'll have to do it again. Don't look at
So, all right, so check your baggage.
I love this.
So check your baggage is basically, everyone knows emotional baggage. Everyone has heard of emotional baggage. In fact, we all use the term emotional baggage. If anyone says, oh, they've got lots of emotional baggage, we all understand it. We all understand what it means, and there is no explaining. It's not like, well, what do you mean by that? Everybody knows what it means. And most of the time when you see it written about or someone's talking about it, we usually think about it in the term of relationships, romantic or intimate relationships. And we usually think of it, a woman has a lot of baggage. And so that's how it is. But what I have learned is that emotional baggage is something we all carry. And it is not just in romantic relationships, it is in professional relationships. And after 16 years of doing network marketing, I realized that it affects our business in what we do every day as part-time and full-time networkers. So I wrote a skit 8 years ago that talked about checking your baggage, getting rid of the emotional baggage. And it is a training skit. It is designed to be something visual to really tug at a person and open their eyes to themselves more than others. And I wrote it 8 years ago, and it was good. It was fun to do. It was very different. And after, it was 2 years ago that the founder of my company, we had of my new company now, we had a different theme for each event. And the theme for this event in the spring of 2014 was breakthrough. And she said, Tiffaney, I need your help. I need you to come out with something, a mindset training that is going to help people realize how to get their breakthrough. And I realized I had already written the training, and it was check your baggage. I redid some things, I added some things, and I tweaked it. And we performed it in front of a few thousand people at our spring event in 2014. And everybody went crazy for it. And it was amazing, the response that I got. And then I was very fortunate to be asked to speak by Eric and Marina Worre in their 2014 GoPro event. And it was kind of clear to me that I needed to do the event again, the training again. So I took it to Vegas in front of 8,000 people live. And you know, Eric and Marina have gazillions of people that watch around the world. So I got a chance to do it again. And it was an even greater response. Standing ovation from people from hundreds of different companies, from 100 countries around the world. It was insane. And what I realized was that it resonated with all of us. It wasn't that I was so great as an actress or it was the best writing in the world. It was the fact that it truly resonates with all of us, and it resonates with all of us in this space. And there were a lot of people talking to me after the event, and they were making me feel so wonderful. And a guy said, I hope you do something that makes this last for people for a very long time. And right then I got a spiritual download, as I like to call them. And it said, you need to make it into a movie. And so I turned to my husband and I said, I'm going to make Check Your Baggage into a movie. And he said, of course you are. And I started texting people that I knew that night. It's like 10 o'clock at night, and I'm texting back and forth with a dear friend who's very connected here in Scottsdale where we live. And next thing I knew, I had a production company, I had a director, I had a producer, I had a location, and Check Your Baggage was being filmed. And it was filmed and made into a short film 30 days later. And it's basically about a lady who is trying to checking in to board her flight to success. And she has so much baggage that the ticket agent helps her and makes her realize that Success Airlines is totally different from any airline that she's ever traveled. Success Airlines helps you check and get rid of your baggage so you can get to your flight to success much faster and much better. And bag by bag, she gets her baggage checked, and she literally changes from the inside out, and she's prepared to ascend to success. So without telling the story, and I'm not going to tell the story, Christopher, because the movie is actually coming out. So I'm not going to blow it. Very soon, in the next few weeks, the movie, my short film, will be coming out for Check Your Baggage. So please stay tuned to Tiffaney Malott on Facebook, TiffanyMalott.com, because I made a movie. Now, it is not going to win an Oscar, Emmy, Golden Globe, or Sundance, but it does get the point across. And so hopefully people will view it. And I'm doing a private premiere next week. And shortly after that, it'll be out. And hopefully it'll be a blessing to everybody else as well.
Well, I tell you what, Tiffany, it is going to win the hearts of the network marketing industry. And more than that, it's going to help someone check their baggage and go on their journey to success. So I have to admit, Tiffany's told me the story. She kind of let me behind the curtain a little bit. And I can tell you, this is a brilliant parable. I mean, it's a stroke of genius divine. The way that you put this and the message that people get from this. I mean, it's inspired. It really, really, really is.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So I'm going to put you on the spot here, but I think it's okay. Promise me that you'll let me tell everybody in Networker when it's live so they can all go and view the movie.
I promise. I promise. It is a labor of love. It is something that I put my own time, my own money, my creativity, and my passion behind. And it's free. It costs absolutely nothing. I'm not trying to make a single dime. It is just something that I want people to be able to experience and learn, so they can learn, hopefully in a very visual and funny way, something that will change their lives, because that's exactly what happened for me.
Well, I absolutely love it. And that, guys, if you're watching this, that's what leadership is all about. That's what, you know, someone like Tiffany, like yourself, who's been there, who's set down her baggage, who's seen the next level, and then turning it back around and going, okay, this is how it's done. This is how you do it. This is how you set down your baggage. I asked Tiffany if she would give us a little sneak peek, and that's the article that she put together for us. So that's what you're getting in this article that's coming out. Literally, it's going live tomorrow. It's going live. We're dropping that issue tomorrow. So it's literally tomorrow. All right, let's do something else.
Okay.
There's a book. Isn't there a book? Didn't I hear something about a book? Like you're a seven-figure network marketer. You're traveling all over. You're helping people. You're making movies, and now there's a book. Well, tell me about the book.
Well, the book was a natural progression from the movie. So it's Check Your Bag for network marketers, and Check Your Baggage. And Check Your Baggage started out as the skit, and then I got the spiritual download to make it into a short film, and then I was like, okay, so I've told people what emotional baggage is and that they need to check their baggage, but they don't know how. And so I decided to go on a journey that went a lot longer than I thought it was going to. It took me over a year to write this book, but I wrote Check Your Baggage for the network marketer. And it's because for 16 years, that's what I've been doing. And I haven't gotten rid of all of my baggage, but I have gotten it down to a carry-on, right? So, and so I literally explain what it is, why we need to check it, exactly what it's doing to us when we don't, and not just to us, but the people we touch. And I go bag by bag. I have written about 12 different bags that I think literally network marketers carry the most, what it's doing to our businesses and our teams and our futures, and how we can check it. So there's some fun application steps. There's some personal anecdotes, some cool quotes, and hopefully a message that makes a person always remember to stay vigilant and not letting emotional baggage keep them and others from getting where they want to go. So once the movie goes live, people can watch the movie, and if they are excited about it and want to learn how they can check their baggage, the book will be available as well, and that is all coming out before the end of May.
Also, like right now, like it's coming out like in the next few weeks.
Yes, yes.
Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, so I gotta ask you, give us a sliver, slice us off like a little tiny slice. Why is it so important that, give us just one of the little things. Why is it so important that we check our baggage when we're going to be successful network marketers?
So first of all, emotional baggage. My new thing is emotional intelligence. A lot of people know IQ, but they don't know EQ. And EQ I didn't make up, but I wish I had, because it makes so much sense. And it's emotional intelligence. And everyone needs to have emotional intelligence in what we do, because we deal with people, and people are emotional beings. So this is something that hurt my business for so long. I was always taught there are 3 things you need to be successful. You need burning desire, a willingness to work, and you got to be coachable and teachable. And I had those 3 things. I work like a dog, right? I work harder than, I heard someone to say, a Hebrew slave, and that's some hard work, right? So I was willing to work, and I had a burning desire. Once I caught on, I was like, oh, I'm gonna get there. And I was coachable. You tell me how high, you tell me to jump, I said how high. So I was very coachable, teachable. I had a burning desire, and I was definitely willing to work. But the problem was, honestly, even though with all of those things, I messed up a lot, because I didn't realize that it wasn't all about me. And my emotional intelligence level, because I had such a white hot burning desire, my desire burned other people. And I was willing to work. I didn't understand that other people were going to work differently from me. And even though I was coachable and teachable, and I felt like, hey, I'm ready to go, you just tell me, other people had questions, and they had reasons why they had questions. And because I was set, I felt I couldn't equate to what's wrong with you. And so I ruined a lot of relationships along the way. And we are in the business of building relationships. The only reason we're successful as network marketers is not just because of hard work or burning desires, because of people. And if you can't get along with people, then you won't be successful. Now, let me just talk about what success for a lot of people is. A lot of people think, well, I rank advanced, I'm making all this money, I'm successful. Well, that is success, but as John C. Maxwell says, we also need to work on significance. And I can tell you, you can, by sheer will, make a strong 6-figure income. You can push hard and make a multiple 6-figure income. But until you realize people are what powers your business and your life, and taking care of them, they're your greatest asset. Until you really realize that, you will go up, but you won't stay up. And that's what I was finding all the time. So now, after being in this new company, our company is almost 5 years old. We've been here since the beginning of its network marketing transition. And I had success. And we were in a very vulnerable place. It was very scary to leave an 11-year career and make a very strong multiple 6-figure income and start from scratch. So my baggage was bigger than ever. And I still, even though I was working hard, burning desire and all this stuff, I was still messing up on people. And people was really all we had at that time. And over these next few years of building this company, over the past few years, I should say, I realized that if I don't get this right with people, I'm always going to be starting, getting to a point, and then having to start all over again. And you hear a lot of networkers say, well, how's it going? I'm rebuilding. I'm rebuilding. Now, I always believe we should always be building, but rebuilding means you let something get torn down or you tore it down. And usually that has a lot to do with the lack of emotional intelligence. So I'm on this new mission with all the skills that you do, with learning how to close, learning how to present, learning how to promote, learning how to do three-ways, learning how to do all the things we're supposed to do. You better learn how to take care of these people too. Because when you get good at taking care of people and working on relationships and having a high emotional intelligence, you could not be the best recruiter, you could not be the best presenter, you could not be a great closer, and the people around you will take care of all your shortcomings. So where you aren't strong, they'll be strong for you. So I'm on a total different mission on taking care of the people, having a higher emotional intelligence, and understanding what's keeping us from having that emotional intelligence, that high quotient of emotional intelligence. And that's what the research I did, and Check Your Baggage, that's what it's all about.
Tiffany, it's beautiful. It's amazing. I love it. I'm feeling a little though, and this is a little tease, little tiny tease. I'm feeling a little bit like you're gonna have to put together a workshop or a weekend or a something where I can give you some money to come sit in a seat and have you teach me how to sit down some baggage. Tell me that that's in the future, that I'm going to see that.
Oh my goodness.
Tell me that sometime in the future that's going to happen.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, there's a 7-figure career, there's a movie, and there's a book. It's almost like you're teasing me with your teaching, and there's got to be a way for me to get next to you and have you teach me this stuff.
Wow. And actually, I think you are a mind reader, because that was the latest spiritual download that I got. But I was like, just give me a minute. Let me get this thing out first. But I really do believe it would be a beautiful 2 or 3 days that we could spend with each other and leave our baggage with me. Just drop it all here so you go back lighter and better. And it won't just help your business, it'll help your personal relationships, your marriages, your intimate relationships, your relationships with your children, your friends, your family members. I can tell you, I learned a long time ago, and I'm sure you guys have heard this quote too, always work harder on yourself than you do on your business. And someone looked me in the eye when I was having a horrible time with people skills and not connecting with people and being a taskmaster and focusing on situations more than relationships. They said, Tiffany, if you get better, you'd be surprised how much better everyone else around you gets. And I do feel that a Check Your Baggage weekend is coming. It has to, because I'm not the only one. And I believe the book can be helpful, but when you can actually get with other people and come together, all tides, right, rise all boats. The tide rises all boats. And so I just believe that if we all come together with this information from the movie and from the book, but I get a chance, and I actually am connected to psychiatrists who heard my idea and now are reading my book, and they appreciate what I'm saying, and now they're giving me these ideas on how to actually make this stuff happen for networkers and for regular people alike. I do believe, Christopher, I do know that's going to happen, and it is something that I'm looking to do in the very, very near future. My prayer is before 2016 is over to put this together and have a VIP group, a group of people that really get it, not people who just want to be an event grower. I'm not looking at an event goer. I'm not looking for a crowd of people. I'm not looking for thousands, because this is something that we have to be able to embrace each other, and I can't embrace thousands. But I'm looking for a very small, a very intimate group of people that are willing to invest in themselves. And they say whatever it takes, so I can finally stop running with the shackles on. I feel like I've got big suitcases on my back, and I've done everything in my company they tell me to do. I've followed the system, I've recruited people, I have plugged in, I've gone to everything, and I still feel like I'm running through a swimming pool. And if they want to be set free, this weekend is going to, and now you've kind of pulled it out of me, but that has been my goal. And I've been visualizing. I have a journal filled with ideas. And as I talk to more thought leaders and professionals in this type of work, I'm even more excited on what it can do and how a person can go back, not just better, but aware, so they never have to pick up that baggage again. So thanks for pulling that out.
Well, here's the thing: the people that are watching, you guys have to believe us. We're being honest with you. She did not tell me that. Tiffany, did you tell me that when we were talking?
No, and I'm a little upset because now he's like rushed my timeline. So Christopher is just that guy, but because Christopher is that guy, I see, and I'm excited to be his friend, and I'm excited to keep him as a close friend because I see he's a guy that pushes you and stretches you, and that's why he's so successful, and that's why Networker magazine doesn't look like any other magazine in the networking profession. It looks like In Style magazine, and it looks like Vogue, and it looks like this high-end Harper's Bazaar type layout because he stretches and he pushes people. So I definitely am happy to keep him in my circle. But I will say, when I do this, I'm going to promise Christopher and his lovely wife, they can be there on me for sure, since he had the idea like I did. But any subscriber to Networker magazine, okay, is going to get a serious discount just because they're supporting this magazine and they're subscribing to this magazine and they're getting this information, because I believe he's on a cutting edge of what professional network marketers need. So that we will make that happen. And as long as you get this magazine from him and his crew, then he and I are going to be friends and working together. There'll be a discount just for Networker Mag code when Check Your Baggage, the retreat happens.
I'm loving that. Thank you very much. That's all right. I'm glad I'm pushing the envelope on that one, Tiffany. This is going in a good direction.
Yeah, so far.
All right. So I promise everybody, I promise our guests, and I promise, you know, those who come and hang out with us, that we'll be about an hour, and we're not going to keep them very long. So we're coming up on that. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to walk everybody into the magazine, show them how they get in there, just give them a little insight. And after I do that, we want to do two things. Number one, I want you to look in the eyes of a young lady, a young couple who need to go to the next level in their business. They need to go to the next level. You're sitting across the table, you're talking directly to them, and I want to hear what you would say to them as our closing remarks. So I'm going to show them, I'm going to walk them in, I'm going to give you a second to think about that, and then we'll come back and we'll close it out, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
All right, guys, right below here, if you guys are interested in Networker magazine, and I know you are, I want to show you guys how you jump in there and how you check things out. So here we go. This is the front of our site, and this is going to be changing tomorrow. This will be Tiffaney Malott's beautiful cover. If you're a member, and if you're not a member, you're going to want to, hold on, let me do this here. If you're a member, what you're going to do is you're going to go up here and you're just going to click Read Networker Magazine. Now, if you're not a member, right below the video, you can click on that button, and that button will give you a free trial, so you can come in and check everything out, and then you can become a member. So you're going to click Read Networker Magazine. And when you do that, it's going to ask you to log in. And if you are logged in like I am, it's going to take you right here. And as you can see, Todd Falcone on our first issue. There's Kathleen Degelman on our second issue. There's Matt Morris on our third issue. And tomorrow morning, we're adding Miss Tiffaney Malott and her issue. And over the next week, we're going to be rolling out 8 incredible networkers, just like Tiffaney, who are bringing their wisdom, their training, their inspiration straight to you. It's accessible on any mobile device, And once again, there is our new cover coming out tomorrow. This is Tiffaney's incredible article. And Tiffaney, before I get back to you, I want to say thank you for recognizing the effort that we put in and the quality. We are about the network marketers in the field, and we want to show them that network marketing is worth it, that let me jump back over there. Got to get back to that issue. There we go. That network marketing is worth it, and that they should stay the course, and that they should. I'm gonna. I think you're muted. Let me unmute you. Unmute. Unmute. All right. I don't think that's happening. Hold on a sec. There you go. You're back.
Awesome.
I was saying thank you for the compliment, because we really do put a lot of effort in, and we don't want it to be just a magazine. We want it to inspire people. We want it to be as good as the talent like yourself that's inside. So thank you.
My pleasure. I think it looks great. It makes you proud that someone even asked you to be a part of it. So I appreciate the invitation.
Well, before you talk to that couple, before you talk to that young lady, there's somebody, probably 20 somebody's watching right now, that want to connect with you. And if there's one person out there that could connect with you and help get their business to the next level, that's what we're all about. So tell us how to get in touch with you. Tell us how to get to your place, how to get to your sites. Tell us how to plug into Tiffaney.
Oh, thanks for asking. You can find me on Facebook at Tiffaney Malott. Just put in Tiffaney, Malott, Malott. And it is my my business page, my personal business page. And so you can find me on Facebook, and you can also find me at tiffaneymalott.com. And on tiffaneymalott.com, we are I'm blogging there. I'm doing a lot of training videos. What you'll find about me is that I am I'm a very atypical network marketer. And I believe it's because I didn't want to be one. So I kind of came kicking and screaming. And so everything I do is geared for the person who thinks they don't want to be here either, and the person who's happy to be here as well. So I have a different take on it. I served in the Air Force, so I have a little military take. I have a little corporate America take. I have a little college sorority take. I have a little Tiffaney take. And so I'm very different. My message, even though I could be saying the same thing, it's going to have a different perspective, a different twist. So tiffaneymalott.com is doing just that. It's a lot of training videos, a lot of me sharing with you from my personal experience in the field, because that's where I always am, in the trenches. I've worked very hard to stay out of management mode. And so I'm always in phase one. And so I train from that perspective, because I remember, even though it was 16 years ago, I remember exactly what it was like to be a brand new agent, a brand new distributor, and the fear, the anxiety, and the hopes all rolled into one. I remember how it was. So I trained to that person. And if you never lose sight of that person, your organization can grow internationally and above and beyond all your dreams. So tiffaneymalott.com and Tiffaney Malott on Facebook. Instagram is there, but I'm redoing that. I'm learning how to get good at it so I can make it fun, and just stick with YouTube as well. So just look for Tiffaney Malott. I'll be somewhere and you'll be able to find me.
Well, guys, the reason we do these is Networker, the organization is focused on network marketers in the field building their business. And our goal every day, every article, every picture, every post, everything we do is hoping that one person gets connected with another person who can help them build their business. And there's amazing wisdom out there. And if you don't reach out and plug into Tiffaney, you're missing out. So go do it. If you're watching this, whenever you see this, today, a year from now, whatever it is, plug into Tiffaney, because she knows how to make it happen. Get plugged in. And if you don't do it, it's your own fault. And Tiffaney, before you answer that question I asked you, I got to give you at least one more kudos. There's a lot of people in our industry who don't show their website a lot of love. And I'm going to leave that right there the way it is. Your website is awesome. It's really good.
Thank you. Thank you.
I went over to your website. I was like, all right, this girl, she knows, she's got somebody paying attention to this.
Well, that's what it is. That's what it is. It's somebody else paying attention, somebody else who and this is what's so great about relationships, when you get to know people and you just take care of people. And I don't just mean money, but I mean you take care of them in every way you can and focus on the relationship. You know, they don't just do work for you. They don't just get things done for you. They work to emulate what they see in you. And this guy that I'm working with, and he'll probably kill me for saying his name, but his name is Jason Wiggum. And Jason has literally let me talk him into my head. It's in my head. And any idea that I have, he takes it, and he and his awesome wife, Jen, they sit and they talk about it, and they make what's in my head 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times better. And it's a great, great team. It's a great team. And there are other people behind the scenes who work with him as well. And I have the same goal that you have with Networker Magazine. I really think it's time for us to stop settling in network marketing. For us to stop, well, we're network marketing, we don't have to work as hard, we don't have to do the things. I think we should be just a microcosm of the world. And if the magazines in the rest of the world have hot layout, we should have hot layout in our magazines. If they have fantastic websites, we should have fantastic websites. If they are fashionable, we should be fashionable. And whatever the world is doing, we have to be attractive so we can attract people. And the world is attractive. And even though we are not thinking the way the rest of them are, we still got to make them be excited and proud to be affiliated with us. And so thank you for that with the website. And like I said, more is to come. And the website, the book, the movie, we've given our all on all of it. And everything I do, I want to put it out there so people not only are excited to see it or experience it, but are proud to share it. And that's what you've done also with Networker Magazine. So we're all on the same page, and more of us need to do that. And I really think that's what's making network marketing so much more acceptable to people, is that we really are becoming more professional and not just that little underground club of people hustling products and going from meeting to meeting. We're better now, and I think that's why we're going to keep attracting better people.
I completely agree, and I was blown away. So guys, you got to go plug in TiffaneyMalott.com. Find her on Facebook. She'll get her Instagram going. Just get plugged in because it's awesome. Okay, here we go. We're ending it. We're taking it out of here. We got 5 minutes. You don't have to use all 5 of them.
Don't worry, I won't.
You're looking in their eyes across the table. They're struggling. They're trying. They need to get to the next level. Take us out and talk to those people.
Well, I would leave you with this. Where you are right now, you're supposed to be. You are supposed to be exactly where you are. You made an appointment to be here 5 years ago, and don't be upset about that. Get excited that you're here, because it is here that you will make a decision that will make sure you aren't in this place 5 months from now or 5 years from now. And so embrace where you are. Don't be upset, don't blame, don't get angry, embrace it. And just say, this is the worst it will ever be for me. This is the worst it'll ever be for us. And then go do everything every day that you can to make sure that your situation changes. And one day you'll be able to sit across the table from someone else and say, I know where you are. I've been there, but it will change, because that's exactly what happened for me. 5 years ago, I was scared to death. Today, I'm only afraid of not living up to my true potential. 16 years ago, I was clueless. Today, I get a chance to share with people around the world what I've learned, not because I'm smart or better, but because I just stayed the course. So embrace where you are, be excited as much as it hurts, lean into it, embrace it and learn from it, and then become better so you can help others do the same. And then we'll get to work tomorrow.
Guys, we love you, and your journey is worth it. Wherever you are, stay the course. This is Tiffaney Malott. She's awesome. Get plugged in. And again, thank you, Tiffaney.
Thank you, Christopher.
Thank you guys for joining us on Networker Live. We'll be back next week. And subscribe to the magazine, get plugged into Tiffaney, and work your life dependent on it, because it really, really does.
Really does.
We love you guys. Good night.
Bye.